Changes, turn and face the strange. Alright. There, I'm turning and facing the strange. Hey, this is Becker Wozat here, who for some reason... What is all this stuff in the inventory? Something wrong with him today. What could this be? What is all this? This is the Wozcast. And welcome to it. Alright, we got this running. Oh, you know, I should remove this stuff so that I can, if necessary, walk away from the place. I think we've got this burning down to 71, and when it hits 3 or whatever the bottom is that it can reach, we'll put these... No, we'll put them over... No, we can't put them over there. Yeah, we can. Come on. Oh, these are coal coke. There we go. We have a new setup, and I want to explain this entirely crazy new setup. Okay, first we got more wind generators. Everything, the new Behemoth has been placed. I don't remember if I showed this last episode. I don't think so. And I've got more wind generators than ever before. 9 entire wind generators. And it looks really weird. It's like Bubsy Berkeley is choreographing this. I don't know. I'm wondering if I put some going the other... See, this is... Come on, get down here. Get down. Come on. Come on. And now down here, I could theoretically put more, but it would face the other way. But will they cancel each other out? I don't know. Oh boy, okay, this is the more complicated Behemoth. The whole thing is one Behemoth now, but it's several modules. As you can see up there, we've got... Oh, can I see it from here? Orange. We're only going to have 2 for smelting. So we're doing the orange one so we don't have to do any more orange ones. Something like that. That gets pulled with the logistic... What's it called? Logistical sorter. Rapidly pushes into the diamond chest. And then you got 4 redstone engines. We got 8 redstone engines for the main sorter, and all the other places get 4. Which of course might be a problem if we suddenly get a whole bunch of items going one place. Then we got this sorter here. We got osmium going down blue. Where's blue? There's blue. Goes up, goes into there. And it goes into purification chamber. And from thence into crusher. And from thence to enriching factory. And then from thence into blue ender chest. Which is the main ender chest that goes towards sorting. Because anything that, well, you know, it just moves it straight into there. Okay, so then stuff gets sent down here. These are extra ores. I don't actually have them, so they don't really exist. But if I ever get Silk Touch, which will be when I make the digital miner, hint, it might be today, we don't know. If we do, then we'll be Silk Touching it, and we will be getting these, and this will make 12 ore, this will make 12 ore, this will make 2, 2, and 2, I think. And the sawdust goes down green to this one. Now the sawdust was not being put in there fast enough, and it wouldn't send it through a hopper because hopper don't go into enrichment chamber 1 at a time. But what it does is it waits until it gets 8, and then it sends 8 into there. Well, we could just put them in there manually, so that's okay. But it'll do it automatically later on. Okay. That's the simple stuff. This side is enrichment chamber, which is only used for sawdust. When we want anything else enriched, we do it in the enriching factory. And it goes better that way. Although I have to say, I'm going to have to turn this into an enrichment factory because just the sheer amount of time it takes to get through all of that sawdust. Okay, here's our sawing factory. I've done everything I could, but... What's making noise? What's making noise? Wesley Crusher. Making noise about how he doesn't get to be a... What was that rank he wanted? He didn't get to have that rank. Anyway, never mind that. Sawing factory. Oh yeah, as I was saying. Speed is 6 of 8. Now if speed was 7 of 8 or 8 of 8 or 7 of 9... Stop making Star Trek references! Okay, but if it's anything higher than 6 of 8, It runs for a while, and then these run out of energy. These are supplying this, and that's it. Everything else is being supported by solar generators. And also, if we need to, an energy cube, but we're not using the energy cube. So eventually these run out of power. Right now, you see that one's 200. That 200 goes down to 0, and then it can only supply local power. And then eventually it's not enough, and it starts going down. Okay. And by the way, no matter how I tried to set up the sawing factory, it still takes absolutely forever. Like 3 hours to get all the coal coke. And it's only about 50 or 60 for each one of those. After a whole bunch of those. So it's not, it's somewhat efficient. I'll explain why that is later on. Oh boy. Okay, this one is metallurgic infuser for redstone. This one is metallurgic infuser for carbon. And this one is empty. But we were using it for diamonds and obsidian. But you can't use regular... And that's where these come in handy. I wanted to make all these different things because they're used to make some of the machines that we'll be making. So what I did was I took half of my obsidian, half of my diamonds. I put diamonds in here, which generates diamond dust. I put diamonds in here, which made compressed diamond. Unfortunately, it turns out that compressed diamond and diamond dust are pretty much the same thing. I don't see much of a difference. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 machines that will use one but not the other. But you can pretty much just use one or the other. It doesn't really matter. I think they should have made a decision on that. Maybe it used to mean something else. So you put them in here. We'll do 1. And voila! Oh, 80! Really? 80? And then you would put... I don't know, one of these? No. One of these? I don't want to use this. Bloop. And, oh, that reminds me, this, that should be down to 70. This has been ejector's been turned off for now because this one is the, we could use it for diamond dust or we could use it for obsidian dust, but we cannot use it for both, and so I'd have to make one more infuser, which is why I had that space there. But it hasn't been used yet. Okay, so far so good. Five, wow. This works flawlessly, and I'm really surprised it worked the first time without any major problems. And then there's this goes over here. I could just put that over there, really, but that goes over here. And this is still here. Up to 257 saplings. We haven't decreased it. Have I described everything here yet? Yeah, I pretty much have. Okay, now the sorter has been moved over here, and we now have the 8 redstone engine apparatus. Again, we use ender chest. Again, it's blue. Blue has always been it. And then it uses logistical sorter to push everything into the diamond chest really quickly. And by the way, yeah, these made a lot of noise. And I've turned off the noise making with the mufflers. It's ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's really annoying. Because I've got them everywhere, so it's going to be a problem. So then so this, as I said before, it goes through 2 separate transporters. Another Star Trek reference. Goes through here into the main sorting. Now this is complicated. This says yellow, and that it's a reference to the chest being yellow, not the yellow transport pipes. This is actually green transport pipes. And the other side, which you have to walk around this side, this end is yellow, and it says orange, because smelting is orange. Vault is white. Thingy is yellow. Crafting is yellow, and the one on top is storage. Storage is red. And that's it. Okay, over here, I thought that one was a bit top heavy, was going to fall over. That same exact thing. It's for the crafting. It goes through here. 4 of them come out through there. I had to move this over here so that this is okay. I'm considering switching all this out for hoppers, but I don't think I've got enough iron. And if I do have enough iron, that's great. But I'm thinking of waiting until I absolutely need it. I accidentally broke it, so I had to reconstruct it. So it took a couple of it took like an extra hour to reconstruct things. And I've got basalt making... Well, we're making new stuff with basalt, like basalt raw slabs. And I don't have that sorted out yet over down there, so I got some stuff over there. We got more stuff over here. Wait, are they all done? They're not all done. Wait a minute. Okay, so that's the one. There. I'd forgotten. Still nothing in there, which is excellent. Okay, sorting. I have to work on the sorting, but I'm not going to do that on camera. As you can see here, I've got 4 more regular drawers and 4 more 2x2s. The reason is so that I can fit all the extra new stuff I come up with. And so we'll have extra stuff in another line. These will probably just go out to here and that's it. But we need to move the whole thing down an extra because we ran out of room for the basalt stuff. And these are the ones that have been crafted so far. Sticks are up to 46 stacks. How many sticks are the stacks up to? This is being phased out, and I'll explain why in a second. I only got as far as using apples. We're not making anything else. I got 217 dandelions, and that's it, you know. I want to take 2 speed upgrades and put them in here. I was using speed upgrades for... I had so little time. I was trying to leave the house, and I wanted these to go faster, and so I kept putting speed upgrades in there, and then it would run out of speed, and then it would just crash. So how are we doing? Digital miner, blaze rods for Eyes of Ender, and start planting floors for basement. Yes, those are all correct. So storage still has a sorter. You see, this is sorting, but it's sorting for stuff that's going into storage. There will be no argument over whether anything that goes through here is going into storage, which is the whole point. So we got 4 of these babies running and stuff going through there. Or at least it was. Now we're pretty much done. What are we up to? Oh, it's almost 500 again! Okay, well, that tells us we can now talk about the vault, which consists of one thing, the cobblestone, which is only up to 192. And so we're going to have to take a bunch of them out and transport them. Look how fast that goes. Chunk, 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 chunk. And then it puts it one at a time because it's somewhat unconcerned with the speed, because the only thing that goes through here are, of course, these babies. Okay, that's almost everything. There's just one more thing we have to talk about before we move on. I've moved some of my stuff for crafting and such like in here, but it's basically just this one. And there's my extra ender chest and my other muffling upgrades. I could do 4 more muffling upgrades, which means I could do 1 more of those things. And we're not going to need it either because it's not going to be a separate transport. Logistical. See, the problem is I got logistic. No, never mind. I can't talk about that. The other chests I'll probably not be needing, and so I could probably just take from them and use them elsewhere, but I don't know yet. Okay, we've made no sense whatsoever. We're not going to start the digital miner until this thing is done, and as I said before, it's like on 50 or something. Going way, way down there. So it's not ready, and yes, the hole over there. But the reason why I want to do digital miner is not just because of Silk Touch, but because then that way I don't have to make a mess up here and have to replant all that dirt. That's important. At least to me it's important. It's still running! Yeah, still running. How about that? Okay, so let's make that digital miner. First of all, do we have all the parts? I think the answer is no. So let's go back to near where we got all the other stuff. See what we can do here. Okay. The digital miner. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, to start, we need to make 2 logistical sorters. We have 2 of these. Remember, we only need to make 1 digital miner. And we have one of these, and that's it. So everything else could just be piled in here for the moment. But we're going to hold on to this stuff. Okay. So we need to make 2 logistical sorters, which means we need 2 more control circuits. And 2 blah blah blahs. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, it's cobble. Okay, so I just need 6 of those. And then I need... Be nice if I could, wait, how do we do this? There. Okay, so then there's this and this. So we gotta get 14 iron buckets, ingots. Okay, we have 2 of these babies. Wait, don't do that. Okay, so that's that done. Now, probably need more steel casing, but we'll take care of that in a minute. We're going to do teleportation cores. Oh boy. Okay, so we need 8 lapis, 2 diamonds, and 4 gold. Now, why didn't I show how this stuff was made? Well, we might as well show how it was made now. Let's see. Obsidian dust is made by putting obsidian into enrichment chamber. Obsidian dust can only make refined obsidian dust, like so. It can also be used to combine, but we don't want to mess with combination. And as you can see, you can turn it into refined obsidian dust, but you need diamond dust or compressed diamonds. See, like I said, it doesn't really matter what it is. Of course, it's kind of funny. Then what's the point in having obsidian dust if you could just make... if you're just going to need refined obsidian dust for everything? And that's what I was asking. But I have it here so we can show it off. Anyway, refined obsidian dust is used in an infuser with the reinforced alloy to make atomic alloy, which is how we have those. The reinforced alloy, again with the diamond, with enriched alloy, and we've already shown how to make enriched alloys. But for those who don't remember, it's another metallurgic infuser with redstone. So this is using a lot of redstone anyway. Anyway, the reinforced alloy can make atomic alloy, but it can also make an elite control circuit, but it needs an advanced control circuit. And you make an advanced control circuit by combining these babies, which we already know how to make. This, again, with the metallurgic infuser, but it's osmium, and use redstone as before. There we go. It's all done. Right. Well, what upsets me is the teleportation cores. Oop, wait, that's somehow not a crafting table. What do we need those for anything else? Portable teleporter, digital miner, teleport block, quantum something, security desk. What's a security desk? Yeah, well, I don't need to mess with the security. I don't think... if a bad guy came here, if a certain wizard who will remain nameless came here and started messing with this, he might be put off by the fact that it's all stuff made of iron and steel and stuff. And he might be really put off. He might not be able to mess with it. On the other hand, if he has hired troops or something, they could attack it and destroy it. And I don't think security is going to help there. So. Oh, wait. No, wait, that's right. Okay, yeah. Okay, we've got that. Now, rob it. Okay, this stuff is getting a little difficult. I'll have to assemble the materials again, and I gotta get some... Well, how are we doing for steel ingots? Yeah, we can make steel ingots. Okay, good. So let's do the steel casing. We only need 4 steel ingots. I'm running out of space to carry everything, though. Tell you what, I don't need all this other junk. I just toss it in there. Voila, instant space. Okay, so steel casing, need 1 osmium and 4 of these. Okay, then the rabbit. Oh boy, the rabbit. Refined obsidian. I didn't make any refined obsidian. Also, I didn't make a personal chest either. Well, let's see what it takes to make the refined obsidian. An osmium compressor, which has to have liquid osmium in it. Okay, this is a bit much. We might have to call this off for a while. I don't know yet. Oop, wrong way. When you don't know. Wait, you know what? I got a bunch of stuff over here. What's the point in having it in here? Forget that. No, I'm determined to see this thing through, and I am going to see it through. Ugh. Alright, and now... Okay, we're starting to make sense here of this mess. And it is a mess. I need 4 of these. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We gotta do it in here. Okay. That rabbit, man. Okay, and 1 steel ingot, and we just need the personal chest. And the purple stuff. We'll get to the purple stuff later. We got obsidian dust. We have to make an osmium compressor. We have to make a personal chest. Let's make the personal chest first. Glass. 2 chests. Control circuit. 5 steel. Okay. Two chests. Oh, we have 2 chests. That was nice. So I gotta do 5 steel ingots, and we do not have... Oh, we have 5 steel ingots. Okay, we're gonna have to make 4 more steel ingots. We've taken too many out. And so we gotta do steel dust. We gotta do enriched iron. So we gotta give... Yeah, this is the real problem, is that everything is separated by a large enough space. Now, wait. Smelting. Dust. Okay, so metallurgic 620. We're going to need more than that. I think it goes here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Quick, turn it off. Eject didn't fix that. We don't need a bazillion. We just need enough of them. Okay, what we need is 33. There we go. And I could take a couple of these, I think. Well, that's no good. Ran out of charcoal. We'll take 16. Is this thing done yet? Looks like it stopped. Are you done? I'm just about done with this mess. I should put signs on these that says, this one does charcoal. You capiche? Alright, we don't need this many, but we'll just... Well, we're getting there, and we are getting there a lot faster than we were expecting to get there. Oh, the steel ingots! Forgetful. That's all this is. It's just one act of forgetfulness after another. No control circuit. Why do I have no control circuit? Give me my control circuit. Ugh. Alright, here we go. We've got one. What the hell is it for? If it turned out you can't break it or something, that would be horrible. Okay, we just need 2 things left for the rabbit. 2 refined obsidian. We're going to have to make an osmium compressor. So... And it requires energy, doesn't it? I'm going to have to put it somewhere. I wasn't ready for that. Alright, so we need 2 big red, 4 small red, 1 more steel casing. Why? Buckets or something, though. At least I could do buckets, except I don't have anything here right now. Oop, there. Alright, well, get more. It's almost sleep time. I need 6 iron for the buckets. Somebody's gonna say, why don't you just use the buckets that you've got? You know? Okay, so do steel casings again. I gotta do 5 more. Ugh. Well, this place is mostly safe. This building that I built, I only built because I wanted it to be a building. I don't know why I built it as a building, but the thing about it, it's got a little pointy roof, and it's got this over here, but there's nothing special about it. It's not a great thing, really. And I gotta get down this way. Alright, here we go again. Again! Ugh. I missed that one. I look forward to the day when I have a near infinite supply of everything with 5x ore. How close are we to being done? I have nuz ideas. We need 4. Oh, it's hard to keep track of everything. Osmium, that's what we need. Wait. No. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get it done today. Somehow. I haven't turned the steel dust into ingots yet. Uh... And I gotta keep turning this stuff back so I don't mess that up. I knew I didn't have everything for the whole thing, but still, right? Ta-da! We have an osmium compressor. And I think I jumped on that. Oh, that was weird. I don't have it hooked up to anything. And I didn't want to hook it up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to just hook it up to this thing. There we go. There we go. That is perfectly fine by me. What are we doing again to make... Now that we've made one of these... Oh, we got to go back to the digital miner. To make a rabbit, we need to make obsidian ingots, which are made from... liquid osmium, which is put in there. Refined obsidian dust. And we need osmium. We don't have any osmium right here. So we'll go get it. Okay, how close are we to figuring this mess out? And we need obsidian. Well, we've got obsidian. We've got obsidian. We've got remnants of the obsidian that we put in here. We don't. We don't have any obsidian in here because I used it up. But I only used half of my obsidian, so... Okay, so what we do is we put that in there. And we put osmium in there. No. Enrichment chamber to make obsidian dust. Okay, that makes sense. Why was I trying to get obsidian? I don't know, I must have had a brain burp or something. Trying to make ingots. Ingots come from those. We only need 2 ingots. We've got 2 frickin' ingots. Okay, now... Rabbit. Oh, I see. We gotta do this first. One digital miner, and I dig it all. Now, where are we gonna put it? Well, we're not gonna use it right now, so we'll probably be able to break it. So we'll just put it down right now, and you'll get to see the grandiosity of this thing. I don't know where we'll put it. It's huge is the first thing you'll hear. Okay, now how does this thing work? First, let's take a screenshot. There we go. Okay. Okay, there is where power goes in. Here is also where power goes in. Here is where items come out, which is kind of strange because it's in the back. You know, over here, this thing has power going out of the top. or not power. Power goes in anywhere it wants to go in, but items come out at the top. Always. Always. I've got a question. Why do I have this going into here through pipes? Why doesn't I just have that on there? Yeah, it would be more direct if I did it that way. That's a very good question. I mean, that's possible, isn't it? And then there's this. This takes forever. But the great thing about this is we don't have to set it up vertically. We could just set it up like this. The bigger one is where the items come in, and the items go out at the smaller end. That's how we know that this works. And that's all we need. And it's at a much lower level, and it looks so much cooler this way. And so on. Is this thing still got its upgrades? Yes. Oh, wait. Auto is on, single is off. That's it. That's perfect. But let's go back here. Now there's that slot, and I don't know what that slot is for. It's a weird, it's like that, but it's the same one, but it's on top. I don't know if items can go off the top. I've tried to do stuff with that, and I haven't been very successful. You know what I mean? Visuals, I don't know what visuals do. Supposedly visuals will put on the screen, but these screens don't have anything. I think these screens used to say stuff, and they don't actually. So visuals on or off doesn't really matter that much. Energy capacity is humongous, and it will take quite some dealing here. All is well. Might as well be ringing a bell. Ding, 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 ding. 12 o'clock and all is well. Power? No power. We'll fix that. We will fix that. What do we got? We got muffling. We don't need muffling. We got speed. Well, we need speed, but we didn't need those speed. Well, we'll make some. But that's not the point right now. No. And by the way, I don't think we need to muffle this, and I don't think it has a muffling thing. Let me look. Speed, energy, and anchor. Now what anchor does, anchor will keep the chunk loaded at all times. Well, there's a problem with that. It doesn't do cubic chunks. Also, this probably should not exist above 256, which it does. It's a multi-block item, and the other multi-block items have to be put below 256, but you can put this on 256. I don't know if you can put it any higher than that. Alright, enough of this. Config. Silk Touch. On. Because we want it on. We've just set up this Behemoth. And look at what we got here. Junk. But then we got these ores. Silk Touch means we can do the ores. Although it does cause a problem because we've got stone, but we're not going to have cobblestone. But we're getting enough cobblestone as it is, don't you think? It's all done. 198, and that's in the vault. 198,000 in the vault, and almost 500,000. I think that's enough cobble right now, don't you? We can use the quarry if we need more, or we can make a cobble generator. Although that's manual, it's not automatic. Okay, so Silk Touch is on. Auto pull. Yeah, auto pull. Auto eject. And we'll put the ender chest on at the other end of that thing. But this thing will be sucking up items so fast that we might have to have some kind of puts it in there with one of these things going like that, which we will have to do. Also, config. Now here's where it goes. Radius 32. You can't have a radius greater than 32. It's built into it. In fact, it even says it on the item um, 32 block radius. So, fine. Fine. Where was this? Minimum 0. Now watch this. Can't type the negative sign, so 0 is indeed the maximum. Maximum possible 255, but we're going to make it 254 because I think we need inverse on, but I'm not sure about that. 254 so we don't mess up the grass block. And there we go. And now we're all ready to move it. But we can't move into... Whoa, we are getting lag. Is it because of the miner? This is some serious lag. Well, let's see if breaking this will fix it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Much better. Now, from 14 frames per second to 50 something. That's excellent. So we just need to make the speed upgrades, and then we need to... Well, no. That's not all. We have to make a ton of either these wind generators or solar generators or something. Now, there's a reason for this. Ugh. Let me explain. If we put wind generators, they have to go underground. But if they go underground, then we have to dig all the way underground. Well, let me show you, We put these down underneath the digital miner. And the digital miner will come along, get up here, and just start breaking these things. Oopsie. That's no good. Option B is the very noisy solar generators. How noisy? Well, when they're generating new power, definitely. I've got all this junk. It's just all junk. It's just all over the place. It's all this junk. Ugh. Alright, so we got this. And we got this. And now we have to start making solar power generators. In addition to making these speed upgrades and the other and the energy upgrades, we have to finish this first before we do anything. And then I have to fill this in with dirt while I'm running the digital miner. I have to get all the other little tiny things that have to be added to the digital miner, so you won't see it in action very likely until next episode. Maybe not even then. To run these, it'll be just off the edge, but if we're setting a digital miner inside, it'll be a problem. What do we got here? Between there and there, well, what is this? This is... So it's 30... Oh, wait a minute. It's 36... Negative 37. So if we make anything there, it'll go all the way almost to 0, but it'll be below the regular level, so that everything here will be preserved. Interestingly, but this will not. It'll flood the area, and this will also not. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to make it go down to below 251 anyway. Well, it's not impossible. But we also don't know how long this stuff's going to take. And I got to start moving stuff out. Oh, so we'll be... I can't believe I've still got flowers in this place after how long? How long and I've still got flowers in this place? It's ridiculous. Wrong. Right. 4 speed upgrades. We need more speed upgrades. We need lots of upgrades. We got lots of stuff to do. We're in a hurry. We've got lots of episodes to do. I've got to hurry up, and we've got to work out what we're going to do with Mental Block. It looks like we might be ending the Mental Block server. I don't know if we'll be doing a farewell episode for that. It's only a couple of days left before the emergency vote is done. And we might have a final episode of Mental Block. And we might do a few other things. So we got a lot to do. We'll see you next time. And remember, kids, living life to the fullest and get as much done as you can as fast as you can. You never know. You never know when something will happen to you. And I hope nothing happens to you. Because if anything should happen, I hope it happens to... is that a skull? Is that a skull on my helmet? What the hell? Well, there's a skull in the helmet. Yes, but I mean on the helmet. What is that? Or is it like a bear? It's a bear without ears? Or is it like a silver smiley face? All right, never mind. Bye-bye.